Alright guys, so back at base, my quarry is completely out of room here. They did find 5 pieces of iron. Oh, and there's 2 more. I'm going to take their iron, and then what I'm going to do is go and get into my backpack here. And I'm going to take all the iron out. I ended up getting over 3 stacks of iron on that trip, which is pretty amazing actually. And then when I came up, I finally dug my way up underneath the ocean, and I was right by the old base where we originally started. And while I was there, I went ahead and I looked in the chest over there that we had left, and I found some string, extra string that I didn't have before. So I'm throwing in all this iron here to cook up, and also went ahead and I threw in a stack of stone. Cobblestone to make some smooth stone so I can make some stone bricks. To me, it's not that big of a deal, but it's still nice to have. I, you know, I want things to kind of look nice, so I'll go ahead and I'll make some stone there. Do I have flint in here? No, I don't. Okay. So this thing here, since I didn't have a chunk loader, the base wasn't running, which is not a big deal. So probably what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll set up a chunk loader for next time. So let me go and show you what I'm looking at doing here. For research, we've got ballistics. I'm definitely going to want to get into some mechanics. This one here gives me the boat ballista and a boat catapult, but turreted vehicles is really where I want to end up going to, and vehicle mobility. And then the counterweight weapons should get us to trebuchets. And then from there, we've got iron materials, which will get us some of the catapults and ballista parts, battering ram, cannons. Cannons, those ought to be pretty fun. And then, get working on that. Oops. And then the turreted vehicles and some rockets and just all the cool stuff. So definitely one of the things we need to make here is going to be the warehouse expansion, which I think is on here. Yeah, the large warehouse expansion, which takes 8 iron, which isn't too bad. You might think it's a little bit expensive considering it adds how much is it? How much does that one add? Will it tell me? I don't think it will. So let's find out how much a small is worth, because that's all I've got over here. That'll tell us how many slots. So each small is worth 9. It's 1 row of inventory. So if we subtract 9 from this one here, that gives us 81. So 81 divided by 3 is what? Is that 27? Yeah, 27. So you get 27 from each one of those. 27 is that the size of a regular chest? Yeah, regular chest, which definitely sounds kind of expensive. 8 iron for a single chest. So, but that's the largest expansion. But then you can get it all in one area. So, for that convenience and the ability to search, let's say I want to find any kind of wool, it's going to bring all that up. Let's say I wanted to find black. Okay, it's going to give me the black. So it does make things a little, a lot more organized actually. So, a little bit expensive, but yeah, you know what? It's part of the mod. We're going to go for it anyway. So I've got all that stuff cooking up, and then probably going to want to set up an ink farm, which that one there just takes a fishing rod. So that one's pretty cheap, but I got to make a pond basically in order for that to work. Anything else I've got that we want to make? Nothing as of yet. I did make the travel backpack. Or no, I made the large backpack. Okay, so here's the spot chunk loader, which basically does one chunk, one ender pearl and some stone bricks. And then if we look at the deluxe chunk loader, it's 2 ender pearls and 4 obsidian. So that's not really bad for a chunk loader. It doesn't require any diamonds, it doesn't require the enchanting table, and it doesn't require any fuel. So that's what's kind of nice. And of course you can pick what size area you want it to chunk load. Now the big thing we were looking at was getting a ballista. Let me get my book here and let's see if we can actually make this thing. So vehicle, we want a ballista stand turret, so we need 8 string. Okay, and then after that it's just the rest of the materials in here. 1 equipment bay, 5 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these, and I think that's going to be it. 5, and then 2, 1 of these, 1 of these. So let's go ahead and make our ballista stand turret. Let's take a look at this thing. I haven't made one, so yeah, here we go. And then I do believe I'm going to need to make some ballista rounds. 2 L's in ballista. So ballista bolts, flame bolts, explosive bolts, and iron bolts. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do the iron, but I'll definitely do some ballista bolts. So we've got that. Let's see what we need to do for the ammo for it, and maybe we'll get a shot off or 2. Ballista bolts for 8 of those. Oh, 2 iron, are you kidding me? That seems really expensive, and I don't know if you can pick them back up. Well, you know what, let's go. I don't know if any of my iron's cooked up yet. These furnaces aren't the fastest thing. No, it hasn't started that yet. Let me go ahead and grab just 8 of these. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and cook it in here since this thing's out of wood. Two iron ingots for 8 ballista bolts. And I need some wood. I need 5 sticks. There we go. I guess we'll go and we'll make 2. So I need 10 sticks. That's only going to be good enough for 8. No, there was 1 piece of wood in here the courier hadn't picked up yet. And then I need 10 feathers. I do believe my feathers are in here. Yep. So let's go and make our sticks. Okay, and if you're watching, you'll see that you can set it up to make multiples. So if you needed to make a whole bunch of ammunition, I'm sure you could feed parts in using a hopper, and then use the worker guy to what is it, the craftsman or something like that? I'll go ahead and I'll take a look and see what he's called. Yeah, the novice craftsman, and he should be able to go ahead and work it so that you know, he can build your ammo for you. So for right now, let's go ahead and try this ballista stand turret. I don't think these guys can use it. I think it would have to be combat engineer, so we'll have to check that. So let me go ahead and we're just going to put this here. And you know what? Do I have enough sticks for... I need 7 sticks for that. Let me see if I've got some ladders. I want to go ahead and elevate it just so that it get a better shot. Okay, I got 1 ladder. I'd rather have a stick and make another set of 3 ladders. So let me just run in here, chop down another piece of wood. There we go, there's some ladders. I think that's high enough. I'm just going to make a little platform here. That looks good. Ballista turret. Oh, there's a time limit. You have to wait until it's ready. So it looks like I'm ready here. Okay, so I'm turning, and I can adjust. Ooh, I don't seem to be able to adjust it up and down. So I will need to get some additional parts in order to be able to do that. So let me go ahead and get out of this thing, and let's go ahead and pack it up. This guy doesn't like this thing being here. Did I mess up your patrol? There you go. Alright, so that's a no-go. We do not want to put it elevated until we add some additional upgrades to it to allow us to aim up and down. Don't have much of a big open space anymore. Just want to make sure that wherever I put it, we've got a decent target. Let's see if I put it there, if that's high enough. And of course, these guys don't like it being in their way. Up, look down. This guy's in the way. So don't put it in their patrol area. So let's pack it up. And I have no idea what the range is on this. Alright, so let's put it here then. And once it's ready, we'll go and we'll put the ammo in it. So here we go. We've got bolts. You can put upgrades and armor. Let's look at the stats here. Material level 0. It's got a weight, some health, speed, missile velocity, resistance for fire, explosives, and that might be general, which has to do with the armor. It is mountable. It says it's drivable. I don't think I can move it, can I? Well, let's hop in it. No, okay, so I can't actually move it, but it does allow me to turn. So let's see how far I can turn it. Okay, so it looks like the red line there is where it's going to drop in using gravity. Come on, how do I move this thing around? And then the white is, I'm not sure. So let's see if we can fire this thing. Oh, nice. Oh, and he moved on me. Well, that was cool. hit somebody with the first shot. Okay, well, let's see if we can get our ammunition back.